Hello, y'all. I was wanting to talk about Charlie Kirk. God rest his and bless his family. And I really hope that everything works out, that we get his actual shooter. So I have doubts that the man they charged with his shooting, the young man Tyler, probably isn't the actual shooter. I think it's a very huge, very manipulated event, actually, with a lot of people involved and all kinds of decoys going on. And it's a pretty big operation, in my opinion. And I don't think that they're going to be able to find Taylor guilty because, for one thing, they never found the bullet that was shot. Okay. The next thing is the bullets they found, the shell casings, do not fit in the type of gun that they found. And so the gun they found is a smaller caliber. And even if the bullet would fit in there, it would be almost impossible to get it to because it's a bolt action and you can't move the bolt to put the bullet in to re-eject another bullet or anything. And another thing about the gun is the scope is all sideways and therefore it's not accurate. And every time you take a gun apart, they're saying that he took the gun apart to even get it on the roof. He would have had to shoot it again to make sure it was accurate. Otherwise, it would not be accurate, especially at that distance. And another thing is if he shot a 30-06, it would have really probably almost taken off Charlie Kirk's head. So it's just insane that they're saying 30-06 is what shot him. If they're trying to say it ricocheted off of some body armor or something, but that isn't possible either because there's no hole in the shirt. If it would have went through the shirt to hit the body armor, there's no hole, there's no mark, there's nothing. And so I don't think it's a ricochet. So I had all these doubts, and I'm one of those people that I have to investigate. So I did. And what I have come to find is that there was a whole lot going on. The man in brown, I don't know if you saw the pictures of him, but he was running with what looked like a gun or possibly even one of those phone guns that's silent. And so he was running with that. He got pictured or filmed or whatever. And then he was actually in the front row. And I think I saw him jump the fence after Charlie was shot, and he might have picked up something. I'm not sure. But then there's another person. So, you know, the guy in the blue shirt, that was arrested, the older man that said, "Oh, I did it," but then he's saying he's a decoy. He actually is probably a decoy because one of the people that I suspect is highly involved and possibly the shooter actually was standing on the right hand side of Charlie Kirk, about 10 feet away, in a dress shirt, this blue dress shirt, the same color as the older man that got arrested. He's also an older man, going bald, wearing glasses. He looks very dignified and like something, like he's something, right? And he might just be security, but he had something underneath his arm, and he was standing in a way that he very well could have shot Charlie from where he was standing. But they weren't telling us anything about where the exit wound was, which I believe his neck was the exit wound. And he was shot with a much smaller caliber, maybe even not a real gun, like one of those phone gun things or something. and it probably went in either back behind his ear or down in here. So, without knowing the angle of the wound, that's just what I'm hypothesizing. And so then there is that guy with the blue shirt, and he stands, he has something under his arm. He moves his elbow up right in time to be able to shoot Charlie, and he has a completely clear view, about 10 feet away, is all. And then there's another guy who's much younger. He is standing off to the right of the guy in the blue shirt, and he's dressed in a white shirt with a white hat, and he has completely synchronized motion. When the shot is fired, he recoils at exactly the same time. And I mean, you could go back and forth in the video and see it's like a shot, a shot, a shot. It's uncanny. So there's that guy. And then there's also the guy in the blue. And there's the guy who we thought was doing hand signs. I'm not sure about that security guy in the back. He seems like he was still doing hand signs. But the guy with the white hat and white shirt that was holding the phone right behind Charlie, that never stopped filming for some reason. He just like kept filming even though after the shot was fired. Kind of strange, but we thought he might have done a hand signal, and I'm not so sure now that I've seen the video from the other side. He might still have tipped his hat a bit or something, but there were a lot of synchronized motions going on at that event, and people doing hand signs all over the place. They say that they're probably military hand signs, and the security seemed to be either they noticed someone on the roof right at the moment of the shooting and were signing about that, or they indicated that everything was clear to shoot. And so I think that the guy on the roof was a decoy, and he might have shot off a gun or something, or someone else did, but just to make people look over that way. And the other guy was actually right next to Charlie, only about 10 feet away. So that's my hypothesis after looking at every video for the last 3 days or so, 4 days. And I don't think they have the right guy. So I don't see how they can possibly stick any of it on him. But, anyways, thanks for watching, and you all have a good day. Talk to you soon. Bye. Oh, I'm still on. I don't know how to turn this thing off now. Oh, there it is. Okay, later, guys.